Iroh is like the GOAT. And I cry every time my hair leaves from the vine, come floating down. I cry every time I hear that song. Horrible Anime Dads by CJ the Champ. And you know, it's always a good time whenever we do a CJ video. And I see Shao Tucker here, and he's automatically the worst dad. I'm not gonna hear anything about it. But you already know the original video will be in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video too. But so with that out of the way, let's get it.
Fatherless, and I'm all to the next, and I ain't looking back when I leave.
A fatherless,
Dads,
and I ain't looking back when I leave. Oh, Anya, I love Anya. Wait, is that Hughes? Oh my God, Hughes.
Or they're an absolute deadbeat bum-ass nigga who hates their kids.
Drew. Well, Endeavor has the best redemption. Oh God, Shao Tucker. I hate Shao Tucker. I mean, Kawaki's dad was bad, but not the worst.
So today I got a little different video for y'all. Today we're taking a deep dive and taking a look at
Let's
some
do
of
it.
the worst fathers
Do
in
it.
anime history, with an honorable mention. Because if I'm
Shao
talking
Tucker.
about bad dads,
Shao
just
Tucker.
animation,
Shao
period,
Tucker.
This motherfucker is gonna make the cut every single time. So we're gonna start from
Oh,
the top.
Ozai.
And the
Oh
lower
God,
we go, the
Ozai.
worse
Yeah,
it
Ozai was
gets.
a
It's like
terrible
we're
father.
simulating
Not as bad as Shao
how
Tucker,
these
but a
fathers
terrible
put their
father.
kids through. So without further ado, first up on the chopping block.
Who is it?
Good old
Gene?
Now we're
The
starting
Gene
off with
freaks?
Gene because everybody else on
I
this
mean,
list
he
10 times
is a
worse
bad
than-
dad, but
it
he's not the
doesn't change
worst.
The fact
Oh, yeah,
that this
okay.
man Gene is the king of the deadbeats. Like when it comes to deadbeat dads in anime, Gene is easily the first nigga everybody
Leorio
thinks about.
was
And I mean, the
justified when he
evidence is
punched
there. I mean,
him.
we all know the running joke.
But
This man dropped
unironically,
his
that
son
just
off at
made
his
Gene
cousin's house
stronger.
and named him
So
Gon, because that nigga was gone 30 seconds later. This man is a stereotypical dad that went to go get milk and never came back. Bro really dropped off a whole baby and the child support bill on Mito because you knew he wasn't trying to pay that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, if Gene was my dad, I really hate this nigga. Because if he passed this ziggity zag ass hairline down to me,
okay, but just by the fact that you're Jin's kid, you're like automatically OP. So I feel like that equals it out. Because you're automatically OP. Granted, in Hunter x Hunter, I would never want to be an enhancer because I feel like that's kind of the lamest. I'd have
boy,
fire
I'd be sick.
powers.
This man deserves the absolute worst for making his
Fire
son inherit this
spiders.
shit. But besides all this man didn't come to see his son or contact him for 12 whole years. The only stuff he left for Gon was a cassette tape, a rusty ring, and a memory card for a PlayStation off of Craigslist, or a game that he created.
Well, wait. He did give him a game.
I kid you not, the nigga
I mean,
deadass left a
yeah, but
message on
isn't
a
that just
cassette tape
life?
that said,
Life is like the realest RPG because it's permadeath.
so, you wanna find me? Well, I don't wanna see you, little nigga.
Yes.
Chase me, little nigga. I'ma be so real.
Dang, Pops.
If you do become a hunter, then beat this game that I made called Greed Island. It's basically Sword Art Online. So that means, don't die in that.
The Sword Art Online will forever be inferior to the masterpiece. That was Dot Hack. All 4 of the games. I actually have the games. Actually, I might do some Dot Hack gameplay because Dot Hack is amazing. It's like Sword Art Online, but better.
Oh, Jesus.
I can get an emulator though.
Somebody just died.
Wait, what just happened?
You'll be fine. Anyways, though, you beat that? Then I'll maybe finally talk to you. Well, good luck, sport. But I'm gonna be so real with y'all. The shit that really pissed me off about Jing in the moment that showed everyone that this nigga ain't shit was when Gon was in the hospital. Now, Gon was fighting for his life.
Was it
after
the
his fight with
Leorio
Pico.
punch?
He was on life
The
support and he
Leorio
was
punch?
about to die. And Jing did not bother to
We have to
visit
thank
him
Aluka
once
for
when
saving
he
him.
was literally
We have
across
to-
the street. Not even a 5-minute walk. The lazy bastard didn't even
Wow.
want to go to the hospital to see his
Wow.
son that could have died. Like I'm telling y'all, when Leorio
Again,
called this man
Leorio's
out
punch was
in front of
justified.
everybody, it was pure satisfaction.
It was
Bro got on
justified.
the mic and was like, I got a question for Mr.
When I first seen Hunter x Hunter, I thought that Leorio was Gon's dad because they had the same kind of hair. I did. I had to go, I was small. You know, my aunt was showing me it, but I had to go back and really watch it and read it to know.
Jing. Hey yo, why haven't you gone to visit your son, you bum ass nigga? You deadbeat, musty, dressed in rags, bitch. You
Oh my God.
For people you don't even know.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, your own flesh and blood is about to die.
Ooh, you tell him, Leorio.
Have you not gone to see your son? And after
Yeah.
Leorio called him out,
Yeah,
Jing
answer the
replied
question.
with, "Man, he
Answer
got
the
good
question.
friends. He'll be fine. Did he even say he wanted me to come in the first place?" And the fact that this man Jing said that, does he even want me to come?
Do it,
while
Leorio.
Gon can't even
Do it,
say that
Leorio.
shit because
Do
he's
it,
in a
Leorio.
coma? Pissed
Do it.
Leorio off to the point
Do
where
it.
he said, "Fuck it," and swooped on this nigga, lifting him out of his seat with a Shoryuken. And
Wait. Leorio has Hatsu, right? Is
when
that his
this
Hatsu
happened, I
ability?
kid you not, everyone in the room cheered because they all knew that this nigga was
As
a
they
problem.
should.
Everyone
As
was
they
happy
should.
when Jing got laid out. And then
Yes,
the icing on the cake of
everyone
Jing just
should
being
have
a
cheered.
deadbeat is when Gon woke up and was so happy to see his father. This man was crying and was so happy to see his dad. And look at this man's face. Is this the face of a man that wants to see his son? Hell nah! He thinking in his head, damn, do I have to actually
You're
be this
horrible.
little nigga's life now?
You're
And I gotta pay
horrible.
child support now? Oh my god. And when Gon left
And
and
child
said, "Can we
support.
talk again?"
Child
this man Jing
support.
was like, I don't know. And everybody in the room booed him, calling him a deadbeat and a bum ass nigga like they should. And this man Jing was ready to swing on everybody like, bro. But yeah, Jing is easily the king of the
Wait, but
deadbeats.
they were
Like
right.
I said earlier,
Wait, but they were
there are
right.
dads 10 times worse than Jing. And next up is a dad that abused his whole family.
Endeavor?
Oh,
Okay.
boy,
Okay,
Endeavor.
so Endeavor is bad,
a
but he
great
redeemed
hero,
himself,
but
kind
my
of.
God,
Kind of. Endeavor kept his promise to go see Dobby every single day until Dobby passed. Endeavor kept that promise. And honestly, the thing that happened with Toya was not Endeavor's fault. Endeavor tried to get him to stop.
he was a terrible father. Now, I will say this. Endeavor, without a doubt, is the most improved father on this list. He's actually trying to do better. But the way he was moving
Yeah,
before
he
his
had a
whole
great
redemption
arc.
was
Like his
awful.
great-
This nigga
he had
was
a great
piece of
arc.
shit that mentally abused and broke his entire family apart. And this was all because
Even
he
Shoto
was
tried
a
to fight.
hating ass nigga. You see, Endeavor was obsessed with trying to be
My
better
question
than
is,
All Might.
why
So
did
when
no
he
one
finally
ever try
came
to
the
stand up to him?
realization that
Like,
All
use
Might
your
was
quirk
just
to
better
fight
than
him.
him and it was just
You'll
a skill
probably-
issue,
you'll
he
definitely
decided,
lose, but-
if I can't be better than him, then I'll make somebody better than him. So this man went out and bought a wife so he could
Did you know that Gurren who fought Toya and with the ice dragon and whatnot? Did you know that he's actually their cousin? He is a distant relative of Rei.
baby with her that would have his flame quirk in her ice quirk. He wanted to make a little half-breed avatar. And the first child they had was Toya, aka
I don't
Dobby.
like the way
Now,
you said
Dobby
half-breed,
inherited a
but
strong
okay.
version of Endeavor's quirk, but his body couldn't handle the heat because his body was physically built to resist the cold because of his mother, not heat. So Endeavor considered Toya a failure, so he continued to have more kids. He had Fuyumi and Natsuo, and guess what? They didn't live up to the
I love
hype that
Fuyumi.
Endeavor
I love
wanted.
Fuyumi.
So then he tried one last time, and he finally had a baby that had both quirks, and that was Shoto.
Shoto.
And when Endeavor finally had
Shoto.
Shoto, he was so obsessed with him, he just gave up on all of his other kids and told
Well,
them
yeah,
not to be
he
heroes.
neglected his
this nigga
children.
straight
That
up
was
told
terrible.
Toya in the nicest way possible. Listen here, son. Not gonna lie, gang. You ain't got what it takes. You can't.
Whoa. But wait, shouldn't his hair turning white, shouldn't that have been the clue that he has, like, the potential for ice? I mean, if I had both genetics, like, if I had Toya's genetics, I would have definitely been trying, like, ice type of
Be a
moves.
hero.
I would have.
You can't be better than All Might. Just
And
give up.
what's crazy is he did have
And
both.
this was the start of this family
He did
just
have
breaking
both.
apart. Because after Endeavor told Toya this, he straight up tried to swing on baby Todoroki. So after Toya tried to swing on his baby brother, Endeavor straight up told his wife, keep Shoto away from the other kids and don't let Toya out of your sight. So this is when he just started to neglect his other kids. And the only kid he cared about was Shoto because he was his perfect creation. So he put Todoroki through some hellish training. Like he was beating this little nigga's ass. And when his mother came in to try to stop him, he just hip slapped her right in front of his kid. And this wasn't even the last time he hit his
Yeah,
ass, because one
yeah,
day
that
Toya
was-
came back to his dad
yeah.
and told him, oh my God, Pops, I've been training right. And not gonna lie, gang, I think I understand it now. You should come watch me, Dad, please. And when Endeavor heard Toya was training again, he went to his wife and slapped the shit out of her right in front of his
Why
kids.
would he do
He
that?
started yelling at her and cussing her out.
Why
And
would he
this
do
was the
that?
start of Todoroki's mom's mental
Shoto,
health
use your
just
fire, use
declining
your ice.
Because every time she looked at her kids, she saw Endeavor. And this led to Todoroki's mom throwing boiling water on Todoroki's face, giving him the Zuko scar because she straight up snapped and tweaked out because she couldn't even see her kids the same.
Well, see, I get that. I get that she was abused and battered, but I can never stand for a mother hurting their children. And then here's the thing. Shoto would have probably been able to, like, take it if she didn't, like, try to cool it with her quirk. Because that made the scar worse, if I'm not
Her
mistaken.
mind was broken, so he straight up threw her in a mental insane asylum. And then since he completely neglected Toya, Toya went up in the woods thinking his dad was coming. And when he realized he wasn't, his emotions took over and his flames became out of control. And it ended up starting a goddamn California forest fire. Man's burnt down the whole forest and Endeavor thought his son was
Yeah,
dead. Just for all
but
the
again,
one to
but
find
again.
his son who was burnt to a crisp and make him
This
a
is
super
kind of Toyo's fault.
turned him
I mean,
into
but he's a
D1
but
tweaker.
he's
this
a
man
child,
Endeavor
so
mentally and physically abused his entire family and pushed them to their breaking points. All because he was a hating ass nigga that wanted to surpass All Might. But you see, Endeavor is not the only father that we're covering today.
Wait,
That
so
was a
did Endeavor never
firebender
get a
and
quirk
caused
awakening?
their son to get half their face burnt off. Because now it's time for our honorable mention.
Oh, so Ozai.
Now, y'all should have known damn well. If I'm making a video about bad fathers, this man Ozai will make the cut every single time.
I mean,
Ozai is just flat out one of the worst
Azula
fathers
was
in
really
fiction.
strong, though.
This man is an actual evil narcissistic psychopath. And the way he treated his kids, whoa boy. There was a reason Zuko was a depressed dickhead and Azula was a psychopath. It all goes back to their father. So first,
Well, to be fair, Azula went crazy because she didn't understand that her mother loved her. To be fair, her mother did actually love her, and I'm pretty sure she said that. But Zuko, yeah, he was terrible to Zuko. And then, well, Zuko's just lucky he had Iroh. Iroh is like the GOAT. And I cry every time my hair leaves from the vine, come floating down. I cry every time I hear that song. Rest in peace,
let's
Lieutenant.
start off with Zuko. And we have to dive all the way into the comics for this. Now, the whole family was having dinner, right? And Azula was talking about how she set her firebender's
Wait,
teacher's pants on fire.
wasn't there a
So
thing
Ozai, of course,
about,
was
like,
glazing Azula
Zuko
because she was
not being
clearly his
Ozai's
favorite
actual
And
child?
he was straight up enabling Azula's bad
And then they
behavior,
have another
talking like,
sibling.
Your teacher sounds like a fool. I'll have him sent back to the colonies. So Zuko chimed in and said, he's not a dummy. He just thinks that proper firebending has to start. And Ozai cut Zuko off and he is pissed. And he says something that a father should never say to their child. He told Zuko, Zuko, how dare you lecture your sister on firebending? You know, little nigga, let me let you in on a little secret. When you were born, we weren't sure if you were a bender at all. You didn't have that spark in your eyes.
Wow.
I planned to cast you from this palace.
I mean,
how embarrassing for a
okay,
prince of the
wow.
Fire Nation to have a non-bender.
Okay,
as
that's
our
messed up.
firstborn. Lucky
Okay,
for
that's
you,
messed
little
up.
nigga, your mother
That
and
is
the
super
fire
messed up.
sages pleaded with me to give you a chance. Azula, on the other hand, never needed that kind of luck. She was born lucky.
Oh
You were
yeah,
lucky to
she was
be
born lucky. You were
This
lucky
man
to be
snapped on-
born. I remember that. Zuko actually talked about that in the show. Zuko actually said that exact quote in the show. Yeah, okay,
his
Ozai
child
is
at the
terrible
dinner
for that
table,
one.
bruh. He basically told Zuko that he ain't shit, and you were lucky that I felt like blowing your mama's back out to make you. But it just keeps on getting worse from here, bruh. Because the next awful thing he did to Zuko was, of course, the Agni Kai. So this all started in a war meeting.
Yeah,
so this
that
one
Big
general
Bird,
came up with a plan
Big
that
Bird.
would have an entire division of new Fire Nation recruits be used as bait to distract the Earth Kingdom's forces, so a better division could attack from the
Look
rear.
at Iroh
Now,
in the
obviously,
background.
this
Iroh
plan
looks
is
so
terrible
concerned.
because they're literally throwing new
Iroh
recruits
was
out there
looking
to
so
die.
concerned in the
Zuko
background.
spoke up and said that this plan was straight
And look at
garbage, and they're
Iroh.
sacrificing and betraying loyal soldiers of the Fire Nation. And when he said this, all the generals just stopped and looked at this nigga
Ozai.
because Zuko spoke out of line when he wasn't supposed to. So Ozai saw this as disrespect to the general, and the only way to settle this was an Agni Kai. So Zuko thought that he was going to be
No,
dueling the general.
why
But when
didn't...
Zuko turned around and saw his
Yeah,
opponent,
you would
it
think he'd
wasn't
duel the general.
It was Ozai.
You would think it would be the
Because
general.
Ozai thought that it was disrespectful to him because Zuko ran his mouth in his war chambers. So Zuko was pleading to his dad like, "Dad, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it as disrespect." But Ozai was like, "Stand and fight with Zuko. Don't be a bitch.
I would
Stand up and
fight.
for
I would
your
fight.
honor." So
I would
Zuko
fight. I would fight. Look. I love my dad. I love my mom. But if they challenged me to Mortal Kombat, had the ring set up and everything, as much as I don't want to fight, I'm still gonna fight. Because at the end of the day, you gotta look out for number one.
refused to fight Ozai, and Ozai proceeded to burn half of his face
Look at
off
Iroh.
in front of a
Azula
live
is
crowd.
smiling.
And then after he
Azula
gave
is
Zuko his scar,
smiling.
he banished him and forced him to have this ugly as a bald ponytail that nobody should ever be forced to have, and told him, "Don't come back."
I was
till you
wondering
find
why
the
he had that
Avatar
hairstyle.
who has been missing for over
Wait, did he think he was dead?
112 years. Ozai was basically telling him, "Don't ever come
Really
back,
just
little nigga.
100
And the
years.
only way you're coming back is if by the grace of God you get lucky to find a little bald nigga that has been frozen for over a century." Now let's move on to Azula. Ozai made Azula do all of his dirty work. This man just sat on his throne the entire series and sent his 14-year-old daughter to take over the entire
But Azula,
Earth while he just
but look,
sat there
Azula was
and didn't
actually
do
extremely
shit. Then
effective.
he took
She is
Azula's plan for
extremely...
Sosa's comment that she made and straight up left her out of it. Nigga said, "You can stay here and be Fire Lord while I go burn
Oh
the
yeah, I
world."
remember
And when
that.
he left his daughter to be
And then
Fire
he
Lord,
becomes
she
Spirit
went off
King.
the
I mean,
deep
but she
end
was
and
Fire Lord.
spiraled
She
into
was a Fire
madness
Lord.
while this nigga was having the time of his life burning the entire world. Ozai, without a doubt, is one of the worst fathers of all time.
My question is, if their plan succeeded, what are they gonna do about oxygen? You kinda need trees for that. So if they just burned everything down, wouldn't that just be a double KO? I'm pretty sure it would be, right?
The fourth Kazekage is easily
Rasa,
the worst
Gaara's
dad in
dad.
the Naruto series.
Oh,
And
Gaara's
is just flat
dad.
out one of the worst dads
You
in
know what?
anime
I'm glad
history. This
Orochimaru
motherfucker
did
ain't
it.
shit. He had
I'm
Gaara
glad
living one of the
Orochimaru
worst
took him
childhoods
out.
of all time. Nigga had his son depressed 24/7. It made him start his emo phase at the age of 6.
And
But
Gaara
there was
couldn't
no
even
wonder
sleep.
Gaara was a uncontrollable
Gaara
D-Rock
couldn't even
crash
sleep.
out in the first part of Naruto. It's because his dad ain't shit, and he tried to make him a weapon of mass destruction as a baby. You see, Rasa did some shit. You see, the Hidden Saiyan was struggling financially. These niggas were broke, and they were in desperate need for a weapon of mass destruction. So Rasa ended up conceiving Gaara for the sole purpose of sealing the one
Granny
beast
Cheetah.
inside of his unborn child, so he could make him a
Shukaku.
Jinchuriki and
Shukaku.
weaponize him. Now, since Rasa tried to seal a tailed beast inside of his unborn child, this ended up leading up to Gaara's mother dying in childbirth. So off the rip, not even a day
Why
into
wouldn't
the
you
work,
wait for him to
Gaara
be
was made
born?
a weapon of mass destruction
Why wouldn't you
and
wait
lost
for him
his
to be
mother
born?
fresh
Like
out the
Minato did
womb
it on Naruto's
because of
actual
his
birthday.
father. The little nigga was set
Well,
up
I
for
mean,
a life
Naruto
of
is
hell,
a
and Rasa
Uzumaki,
knew
so
this shit. I mean,
yeah.
Gaara couldn't even sleep because Shikaku was always whispering to him, "Yeah, little nigga, fall asleep, I dare you. The moment you go night-night, I'm taking over your body and I'm blowing this bitch up. Do it, little nigga, I dare you." And of course,
You know, I feel like this just speaks to the level of sealing jutsu that they have in the Sand Village. Because Naruto could sleep, Killer Bee could sleep, Fu could sleep, Han could sleep, Roshi could sleep, Yunito could sleep. I feel like this just points out that the Sand has like trash tier like sealing jutsu. Which is weird because Gaara has Great Sand Mausoleum.
since he was a Jinchuriki, just like Naruto, everybody in the village was scared of him and stayed away from him. And Rasa let it happen. He didn't do shit about it. He just let them ostracize his son. And bruh, he did not let Gaara have fun at all. This man was the no fun police. He would play outside with Temari and Kankuro, right? And they were just doing normal things. They were just building sand castles and shit and just having a blast. But then here came Mr. My Son Can't Have No Happiness. His bum ass didn't even say a word too. All he did was look at Temari and Kankuro and shake his head. No, stop playing with that nigga, even though he's your little brother. Get away from that freak. So Rasa didn't even allow Gaara to play with his siblings. He just straight up neglected them and wanted them to be alone 24/7.
Wait, why didn't Kankuro or Temari get any of their like Kekkei Genkai? Why didn't they get Magna
You
release?
see, Gaara had a great relationship with
Oh, his
Yashimaru.
uncle.
He was his caretaker and also his uncle. And he deeply
Wasn't
cared about
Yashimaru his
Gaara.
uncle?
He was
Yeah.
the only person that showed him any type of love in his life. So guess what this nigga Rasa did? He told Yashimaru, yo twin, I want to test my 6-year-old son to see if he'll crash out or not. So do me a favor and go try to assassinate that little nigga. And also tell that little nigga that his
What do
mother
you
never
mean?
loved him. I want to see if he'll go berserk. And if he does, he's a failure of a Jinchuriki. So this nigga sent Gaara's uncle to try to assassinate him. So when Yashimaru pulled up on Gaara, he had on a mask covering up his identity. So Gaara didn't know who it was. So Gaara
Wait, does
immediately
Yashimaru
grabbed him
have...
and crushed
So
him
Yashimaru,
like a
Yashimaru has
after
magnet
Gaara
release?
swatted him like a
He has
fly,
magnet
he
release?
went over to his body and saw that it was Yashimaru. And Gaara was sick to his stomach because he basically just murdered the only person that cared about him. And the only person that cared about him just tried to assassinate him. And with Yashimaru's last
Wait,
breath of life,
that's
he has
that's
to
Altair.
lie and
That's
tell
Altair
Gaara
from the
because
first
Rasa's
Assassin's
watching
Creed.
this shit.
Back when it was still good.
I was ordered to kill you by your father. And deep in my heart, I always hated you, Gaara. And you know who also hated you? Yo mama, nigga. So Shikaku took over and Gaara ended up going berserk. And Rasa watching this the whole time is like, looks like
Wow,
the
who could have
child
ever
is a
seen that
failure.
coming?
My son is
Who could have
useless
ever
to
seen
me
that
now.
coming?
Like, you
This is
dumbass
like one
nigga.
of the
Bro
best things that
really
Orochimaru
expected
ever
a
did.
6-year-old to somehow control his emotions and not go berserk after his uncle came and tried to assassinate him, then told him in his dying breath that he always hated him and his mama hated him too. Like, nigga, how did you expect anything different? The 4th Kazekage was a brain-dead idiot. And I ain't gonna lie, I can't believe I'm about to say this. But shouts out
Again,
Orochimaru
again,
for slaying
Orochimaru.
this nigga out. It is
Yeah,
the most noble
yeah.
deed he did in the entire
Yeah,
series. 'Cause
Orochimaru.
Rasa had to go. This motherfucker wasn't
I mean,
shit.
outside of reviving the Kage.
Now,
The
when
second
it comes
time.
to who's the biggest sack
Judge
of
Vince
shit in
Smoke?
One
Oh
Piece,
yeah.
obviously
Oh
you know
god.
you got your Celestial
Judge
Dragon
sucks.
and everything.
Reiju
But right
is the
under them
only
is
good
this
Vince Smoke.
motherfucker
Reiju is the only
Judge.
good one.
This man had
I mean,
Sanji living
outside
in
of Sanji.
hell, all because he was a normal human being. You see, Judge wanted all of his kids to be perfect
Well, I mean, he's
weapons
normal
Germa
for
number
now.
6. And he went to the
Reiju,
lengths
I love
of
Reiju. That
genetically
poison
altering
pink.
his kids to the point where they would lack any type of sympathy. He wanted them to be emotionless weapons because Judge
But
was a
Sora
warmonger
stopped him.
who terrorized
But Sora
the North
stopped
Blue
him.
and wanted to
And he has parallels to a certain European leader. And, you know, just saying.
conquer all of it to restore the German Empire to his rightful glory. Now Sanji was the oddball of the family because he actually had emotions and was just
Number
a regular
3.
human because of his mother.
He really
Because
just
when she
numbered
was
them.
pregnant, she took a drug to try to stop the genetic mutation that Judge was trying to do to their kids. Now this made her
But
bedridden,
it took her
and
life.
she ended up dying because of this. And it only worked for Sanji. His other 3 brothers was some emotionless dickheads because of the genetic mutation. So Judge put all of his kids through intense training. And during this training, Sanji always fell behind. So when Sanji was basically failing every single training exercise, Judge became disgusted with Sanji. He
Oh
was
yeah, he
disgusted
put him
with
in
this
like an
little nigga
iron
that
mask.
He would let his other
Oh,
brothers
yeah.
beat the shit out of him, and he wouldn't do anything about it. Sanji
Fight
would
back,
cry
Sanji.
for
Fight
his
back.
dad's
I know
help,
you
but
can't,
Judge would
but
just
fight
look at him
back.
and tell him, man, little nigga, if you don't get your ass up, quit being a crybaby and bitch. I can't believe you got my blood in you. You fucking disgrace. His
Amazon
brothers
Prime.
continued to beat the shit out of him. They would do this every day and Judge would just let it happen because he didn't care about Sanji. The only kids he cared about were his sister and his brothers. And my God, when Judge figured out that Sanji's hobby was cooking, ooh, this nigga did not like this shit at all. Sanji was making food for a mouse, right? And the mouse was tearing that food up. But then Judge barged in the room and just started yelling at him like, Sanji, are you cooking for them ass rats again, boy? I thought I told you to cut that weak ass shit out. So he walked over to the plate of food and threw that shit out the window, along with Mickey Mouse. He killed
That
that
was
nigga,
so
and he told
unnecessary.
him, "Don't
No,
ever cook
Mickey.
again. And if I
Mickey,
catch your ass
no.
in that kitchen one more time, I'ma whoop your ass." So it got to the point that Sanji just continued to fail at everything, and Judge just decided to consider Sanji a failure. So this man did one of the worst things I've ever seen. Judge decided to fake
The Iron
Sanji's
Mask.
death, and he
The
threw
Iron
him
Mask.
in a dungeon and locked a metal helmet on his head and just locked him up for
And this definitely has like major Griffith torture vibes when you think about it. Because Griffith had the mask. that metal mask on that was burned into his
ever,
face.
so he never had to see him again. And he stayed in this cell for 6 months. And while he was in this prison cell, his brothers
Wait, he
would
was
go
there
in
for 6
and just
months?
beat the crap out of him for no reason at all. They would just do this for fun. So this got so brutal that his sister couldn't take it anymore.
After it's for friends and we do stuff together, you is for you and me.
Judge found him trying to leave. So Sanji stood up to Judge and told him, "I'm leaving, old nigga, and there's nothing you can do to stop me." And Judge just looked at him and said, "Okay, don't hit your head out the door,
Okay.
little nigga. I don't care what you do, I'm gonna be real with you. But before we part ways, let me tell you this. Never tell anybody that you are my son, because you are the only stain on my legacy." So Judge let Sanji run away because he couldn't
Which
give a
is why
damn about
Sanji
him.
never
And
went by
Judge
Vince
didn't
Smoke.
see Sanji again for 13 whole years. And the
Wait,
next
when
time
did he get the
saw
keys
him,
to
he
his
tried
mask?
to use Sanji to marry him off to one of Big Mom's daughters. Bro didn't see his
So, the whole pudding situation would be so wholesome. The whole pudding situation would be so wholesome if Pudding was like 15. And that's the only thing I don't like about the whole Pudding Sanji thing. I really don't like that. Pudding is like 15 if I'm not mistaken. I mean, granted, Judge is someone who will experiment on his children and Big Mom was having kids since I'm pretty sure before she was of age, and her first, like, baby's dad, I guess you would say, was Strusen, who was like in his 40s when they met. So, yeah. Oda is honestly getting into some Nakaba territory from Seven Deadly Sins,
son
but
for 13
alright.
years, and the first thing he tried to do was use him for a diplomatic marriage. And to make sure he couldn't leave, he put these handcuffs on him. And if he ever tried to take them off, he would blow his hands off so Sanji could never cook again. So after the whole cake arc and the Straw Hats rescue Sanji, while the Straw Hats
All you
were
need is a
leaving,
little bit
Judge
of
saw
Conqueror's
Sanji on the summit.
coding.
And the
You
last
just need
thing
Conqueror's
he wanted
coding.
Sanji to hear before he left was, "Sanji, I just want you to know something before you leave. You still ain't shit, and you'll never be shit." Not gonna lie, gang, if your pops was talking to you like this after years of abuse and neglectment, ain't gonna lie, you might have to slime that nigga, because that's insane. Judge rightfully earned his reputation as one of the worst fathers in
Slime him. Slime him. Slime him. Shao Tucker. Oh my god, Shao Tucker. I hate Shao Tucker. All of my homies hate Shao Tucker. I hate Shao Tucker.
The final father we will be covering today. And this motherfucker, Shao Tucker, is arguably
He is the worst.
top
He is the
one
worst.
father
He is
in
worst.
anime history. In my
No,
personal
I will
opinion,
never
he's
forgive
the
him.
worst. Now, if you've
I will
seen
never
Fullmetal
forgive
Alchemist
him.
and you
He
don't
is the
know who
worst.
This nigga is, I'm warning
Save yourself. If you don't know who Shao Tucker is, just leave right now. You do not want to know the evil
you
this
right
man is
now.
capable of.
This shit is about to get dark. So, Shao Tucker was a state alchemist that was known for his work about chimeras. And Shao famously got his state alchemist license for making a chimera that could speak the human language. And he did this 2 years ago. So when we first meet Shao, he just looks like an average run-of-the-mill middle-aged dad who's had a couple of midlife crises, as we can see clearly from his hairline, because that shit's receding like a motherfucker. But Shao had a daughter named Nina and a dog named Alexander. And they looked
Oh
like
my
a
god,
pretty happy
I
family.
hate
Now, the
this.
house
Oh my
was
god,
nasty as
I
hell.
hate
The
this.
dishes look like they ain't been washed in a week, and the shelves look like they haven't been dusted in ages. And Shao says the reason why the house is like this is because his wife left him and his daughter, and she left them 2 years ago. So after Ed and Al met
Wait,
Shao
no,
the first day,
she didn't
when they were
leave.
leaving,
No,
Shao
she
was
didn't leave.
informed
He
that
used her.
assessment day
He
was
used
coming
her for an
up.
experiment.
And assessment day is an evaluation to see if you can keep your state alchemist license or not. And last assessment day, Shao laid an egg. That nigga failed. So this
Pure
next one
King
coming up
Bradley.
was make or break for Shao. Because if he did
Well,
ass
Bradley
on this
is
next
evil.
test, he would lose his state alchemist license. So the next day Ed and Al came over, they came and played with Nina and Alexander. Cause Nina was sad because her dad was locked up in the lab the whole day. Cause he was contemplating what could he possibly do to pass the next evaluation day and not get fired. So Shao came
The
up
worst
with
possible
one of
thing
the most
possible.
sick, vile,
And the worst thing
disturbing
ever.
ideas
He would do
ever.
the
With
worst
Ed
thing
and Al
ever. Honestly, I would have liked him so much more if he would have just kidnapped a random person and a random dog and just did what he's going to do. But no, he chose his daughter and his dog. I hate this guy so much. At least kidnap a stranger. You would still be a monster, but just not as big of a monster.
Left on the second day, this nigga told Nina, "Hey Nina, I've got a great idea. Do you want to play with daddy tomorrow?" And of course Nina was happy because she was finally gonna get time to spend time with her dad. But this was not gonna be fun father-daughter time like Nina thought she was about to have. Because the time she was about to spend with her father was about to change her life forever. So Ed and Al come back on the third
Can you even
day.
call
when
it
they
her
first
life
came in
anymore?
the house, nobody was there to greet them. So they decided to look around to see if they could find anybody. So they went down to the laboratory and they found Sho in there with some type of
Technically
creature.
breaking and
So
entering,
Sho
but
greets
okay.
them and tells them, "Boys, I've finally done it. I've made a chimera that can speak and understand the human language." So at first, Ed and Al were happy for him because this looked like the scientific breakthrough that Sho needed to pass evaluation day. So Sho told
No,
the chimera
no,
to
you should not be
introduce
happy
herself
for
to
him.
Ed. So
Not
the
at all.
chimera started speaking to Ed, saying, "That person, Edward. That person, Edward." And then the last thing the chimera says made niggas sick to their stomach. It said, "Big brother Ed." And look at Sho. Look at how he is standing. Bro doesn't even look human right here. I'm gonna be so real. So then to make sure Ed
He doesn't
wasn't
even want to
tripping,
look at
he
it.
asked Sho, "When did you get your state alchemist license?" And Sho says, 2 years ago. Then Ed asked him another question. "When did your wife leave?" And Sho states, let's see. That was about 2 years ago as well. So then Ed asked him one final question. He
Yeah.
asked, Where
is
fuck
Nina?
are Nina and Alexander?" And he tells him, "Can't you tell? They're in this room with us right now." Oh my goodness! And it all clicked from there. This nigga made Nina and
You gotta take him
Alexander
out.
do the fusion
Take him
dance
out.
and turned
Take him
them
out.
into
You have to
motherfucking
beat him worse
dog
than you
niggas.
beat father. You have to beat Shao worse than you beat father. And Shao deserves, like,
Guess
every
what, the
bad
wife?
thing in the
Yeah,
world.
she ain't leave, nigga. Sho turned her into a chimera 2 years ago. That's how we got a state alchemist license. So Ed slammed Sho on the wall, and Sho didn't even feel bad about it. This crazy bastard was
End
all
him.
smiles.
End
Was
him
just
now.
saying, this
End
is
him
just
now.
human evolution.
Use your
This
auto
is
mill.
progress."
End him now.
So Ed starts
End him
beating
now.
this nigga's ass. He punched Bro for about 30 seconds straight.
Al, you
and he
better
was
not
going
stop
to
him.
kill him. And I ain't
Alphonse,
gonna
you
lie,
better
he
not
should've
stop
killed
him.
the nigga right here. But Al stopped
Oh yeah, but it was
because
Nina.
Nina Xander
Oh, wait, it was Al?
still watching him the whole time. And she was telling him, "Big brother Ed, why are you beating up daddy?" So Ed stopped because it was just too much, bro. And this pathetic bastard Sho was so
Yeah,
delusional after getting his ass whooped,
that's...
bro was
I
saying,
hate this
"I
Shao.
did it.
I hate
I
Shao.
made it in time to keep my alchemist license." Dude didn't even care about his daughter.
And that's
or the
all you
sick-ass
cared about.
shit that he just
That's
did.
all you
he
cared about.
was keeping his status as a state alchemist. So obviously they arrest this sick ass nigga and put his bitch
Yes,
ass
he
on
is the
house
worst.
arrest. And while he was locked up in his house, Scar broke in.
He's on
So
house
he walked
arrest.
up to Sho and
Thank you,
did
Scar.
what needed
Do
to be
it, Scar.
done. He grabbed
Scar,
this
do
ugly
it.
ass nigga by the face
Thank
and
you.
electrocuted him,
Thank you,
sending his
Scar.
ass to the
Thank you.
bottomless pits of hell.
Thank
and
you.
then after he boomed Sho,
Thank you,
Scar
Scar.
just decided
Thank
the
you.
best thing for Nina was to just put her out of misery. So he kills
You
the
gotta take
fusion
her
of
out.
Nina Xander. So yeah, man. This man Sho was a sick nigga. He turned his wife into a chimera, then made his daughter
I hate
and the
Shao.
dog do the fusion dance.
I hate Shao.
Like,
And you all
there was
see
a
why
reason
I
this
hate
man is
Shao now.
universally agreed upon
You
as the
all know
worst
why I
father
hate Shao
in
now.
anime history. Well,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, he
that
is.
was a showcase of some of the worst dads in anime history. And if you're wondering, but CJ, what about all these other horrible, deadbeat, sick-ass
Wait,
niggas?
what about
Don't
Gambino?
worry, I got you. I got a whole
Gambino.
six-man lineup ready to fire off. So if y'all down, we'll run this back after like the
Wait,
next
is that
challenge or
Heihachi?
so. But
That's
with that
Heihachi.
being said,
That's
hope y'all
Heihachi.
enjoyed. And for all my dads and future dads out there, keep doing what you doing and don't be like these niggas.
But don't be like Shao especially. Well, alright, that's the end of the video, and yeah, I got really upset towards the end because I hate Shao Tucker. I hate everything about him. I hate his face, I hate his hair, I hate his morality, I hate his lack of love for his daughter, I hate everything about him. But, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and Later, losers. KuroKumo out.